Hi everyone, Lisa here from LC Designs. Welcome to Workshop Wednesday. I am back and ready to go. I actually created this project prior to me going on vacation, and I had a pre-recorded video for you guys, but since I'm home and I think I'm recuperated, was not, it's always great to be on vacation, but when you're not in your own bed, it's not as comfy. So it was nice to be home in my own bed last night. We got in around midnight. But like I said, since I already had this project created, I wanted to go ahead and do a live. It was so much fun being on vacation. I do travel a lot, and that's what I love about Stampin' Up. It allows me to work my schedule around travel. We went with my brother and sister-in-law. They needed a vacation, and they invited us to Cancun with them. So we went, and it was very, very hot. We left heat here, and we went to extreme heat over there. But the last few days, it finally cooled off a little bit, not so much humidity. And me with my natural curly hair, my hair was one big old giant fuzzball. I could not tame the frizz at all. But anyway, of course, we got business going on. So a reminder, I still have my cards for cancer. My fundraising isn't going as well as it did last year. So if you would like some cards, just let me know. Hi, Kelly. Glad to see you here. So I have my cards for cancer. It's $20 a pack, but $5 goes to shipping. The other $15 will go directly to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. So if you like a pack, just let me know, and I will get them to you. You can message me, you could email me, you could comment below. Second of all, I have my free class with a $35 purchase, and this uses the rustic crate. So this is one of the cards. So you'll get all the consumable supplies to make these 3 cards, but you're going to make 2 of each. So you'll get all the supplies to make 6 cards, and this is with the $35 purchase. And just use my shopping link that I already have posted, because that has my host code in it. All right. And then again, if you share my video, you're entered into win a prize. And I have to go back and look at I have like 3 weeks worth of prizes that I need to figure out. Hi, Janet. Glad to see you here as well. So I have 3 weeks worth of projects that I need to, or prizes that I need to see who all shared the video. Put your name into the wheel of names and pick the winner, and then I will let you know. I'll probably post them on my page. But this week I have one last pack of this Splendid Day. It's like a foil DSP. So if you share my video, I'll enter you in to win this prize. All right. And last but not least, my project tutorial is, if you want the step-by-step instructions to today's project, you just join my email list, and every week you will get a project tutorial. All right, I think that is it. So today's card is actually, we're using the pick of the patch. It says you're the pick of the patch, but I also made like a Halloween version, and I'll show you. It's the same, but I kind of turned them around, or switch some of the colors around. Okay, so this is the card that we're gonna make today. This is the other version I made. You can see I have 3 birds on this one. So you can do whatever. Since we're gonna use, we're using Pick of the Patch stamp set and the punch. So this is the bundle. We're gonna use these 2 today, but I'm gonna use the Bag of Bones dies. So if you have this bundle, We're just using the dies because we're going to use the fence and the grass. But here's where I took the stamp set Happy Halloween to make it a Halloween card if you want to send it to somebody for Halloween. So that's just a different version. And today our card, we're going to use Mossy Meadow base. And then this one I use the crushed curry with the Mossy Meadow layer. And this one has the crushed curry. So we're doing this one. But it's an option just to switch it up. All right. I have a lot of stamps going on. Like I said, we're going to do a little bit of blending. So we are going to start out with well, let's do our card base first. And we're going to go 5.5 by 8.5. So we're going to score this at 4 1/4. I'm making 2 card bases here. So score at 4 1/4. And we're going to cut at 5.5. And then just fold. So we have 2 card bases here. We're only going to use 1. And then I'm doing the crushed curry layer. So we're going to do this at 4 1/8. 4 1/8 by 5 and 3/8. There you go. I'm still trying to get my bearings together. And then we're going to use a 5 1/4 by 4. Very vanilla. I feel like I didn't get very good sleep. I mean, it was great to be in my bed. I did sleep, but we didn't get to bed till about 1 o'clock this morning. So I'm still trying to recuperate. So bear with me. We are going to use the exposed brick embossing folder for our very vanilla piece. So let me get that. Get the cut and emboss machine. Take these plates out. Put our other plates in. And remember, seam side first. And again, I'm using the embossing folder because I want to add some texture. So how's everybody been doing? Are you glad that it's kind of cooling down? Like I said, we went from heat to extreme heat. The humidity, I don't know. The humidity was something else. So I have a scratch piece of paper here because I'm going to do some blending. So all I want to do is add some light color to the back of this. So I'm using Cajun Craze ink and my small blending brush. Yeah, that humidity was pretty crazy. We did a lot of walking, and as soon as you walk out your door, you're just like sweating. And we've seen a lot of critters. I don't know if you guys seen my pictures. We've seen a lot of iguanas, which it's funny because those big ones really don't bother me. It's the little guys, and I think it's the little guys because they run right across your feet. The iguanas, they'll pretty much run away from you. So we're just adding some color, and that's good enough. And then our last night, believe it or not, we were, it was a little bit crazy. Oh, I forgot to do something before we before we emboss this. My bad. See, I'm talking too much. So our last night we went out to dinner, and believe it or not, a bat landed right at my brother's feet. And my husband was like, "What was that just landed over there by your leg?" And sure enough, it was a darn bat. My sister-in-law starts screaming because she looked down. She was next to him. So, of course, I jumped up on a chair, and it was funny, but it wasn't. So we were supposed to stamp this branch first, which it's okay that we didn't, but it's just, it would be more smoother, a cleaner stamp. But yeah, so anyway, that bat like came, and I'm like, okay, I'm not good with bats. So that was our last night there. So I was like, okay, I think I'm done here. Okay, so back to my card. I'm all confused over here. I can't walk and chew gum. So we're gonna do the fence, and I think we have to do the fence like 2 or 3 times. And so this is Cajun Craze, and I'm just gonna cut out 3 of them. But yeah, how would you guys do if a bat was right there at your feet? It's like he flew right down his leg, and it was like on the ground. My sister-in-law was like, it's flapping all over. I didn't even want to see. I just jumped on a chair. One night we were going out, and there was a big bat that came flying right towards us. But I guess when you live in that kind of climate, you have to be okay with critters. I mean, we came home, and I hate to say it, but something got a hold of a bunny. We had some bunny, just its feet left in our backyard. So we're not sure what would have gotten it, but it was just his feet. It was crazy. So I don't know that a coyote would jump our fence. I mean, we hear him every night. We see him every once in a while, but we were thinking maybe an owl got it and then just dropped it. I'm trying to get this one out. But yeah, that's kind of, we just see coyotes and owls, rabbits. Better knock on wood, no snakes yet. So let me see how this is gonna, I should have kept that cut and emboss machine out. We're just gonna glue these on. I thought, yeah, it's about 3, and we'll trim it at the end. But I'm gonna put the grass down first. Have any of you been to Cancun before? We stayed in Cancun, and we also stayed in Playa del Carmen. So we had experienced quite a bit of little critters. The last time we were in Cancun, so this is a 1/2 inch by 5 and I think I cut it 5 1/2, but it's like 5 1/4 is all you need. But I just lined the die up at the top. The last time we had been to Cancun was 19 years ago. So when my brother offered for us to go with them, we were like, sure. But it's really pretty. It's hot. And they said right now was the slow time. Actually, November and December is when they get really big, or really busy. So I just keep lining this up. You know, it's just grass. So there, oops, no right or wrong. Oh, it's okay that it, I was gonna say it was okay that it moved, but. And for those of you that are local, I'm gonna start doing my all occasion card class on a Saturday. I'm gonna start doing Saturdays at 11 o'clock, same time, so that I can get some of the people who work a chance to come to my classes. I think I already have one scheduled. And look, you could actually use this other side for grass as well. I gotta look at the date. I think coming up, it's probably towards the end. Okay, so let's add our grass. And I know I did cut this one big. I wanted to make sure that I had enough. Okay, and just put some liquid glue. You know, there is the starter kit special. Ooh, going on right now. And if you have a wish list that is long, I would recommend getting the starter kit. There's no commitment unless you want to sell. But you know, you get all my PDF tutorials for free. And I'm talking class PDFs and all that. So like, I just did my tricks and treats class. You would get that PDF tutorial, and those usually sell for $15. I got glue all over me, so I'm getting a baby wipe. You can, darn it, getting this glue up. So yeah, you could join my team, and you know, there's benefits to my team. I'm sorry, I'm trying to work and talk. Like I said, I'm still not sure that I'm functioning correctly. So on the fence here, you can, I'm going to just add some glue, but you could always use adhesive sheets. But back to the starter special, you can get $125 in product for $63, $64, something like that. I can't remember. So we're celebrating Stampin' Up's 35th anniversary, which is crazy because it seemed like we were just celebrating the 30th. We were in Orlando for the 30th, and now we're already the 35th. Time just goes by so quick. Like I said, I couldn't believe it had been 19 years since we were in Cancun. But, so you can either get 35% off of the original starter kit price of $99, and you get $125 in product, or you can get a 35% more product for $99. So for $99, you can get a lot, and it's free shipping. You get a paper pumpkin kit, you get some business supplies. I think my fence might be a little crooked, but there's our fence. Okay, so now we can layer this one onto our crushed curry. So it's an amazing deal. I always say, oh, the best starter kit ever, but it seems like they keep doing better and better. People are like, you probably always say that. So if you're part of my team is called the Lucky Charms, and I have people from all over. We do a monthly meeting. Again, it's all optional. You can come in person or you can watch on Facebook Live. It's totally up to you. So we're going to add this one to our card base. And I have some incentives, like if you promote, you get a charm bracelet with a charm. And then each time you promote, you'll get another charm to add to your charm bracelet. And those are just what I offer. So there's that. I'm going to cover this. So Kelly, you like seeing my vacation pictures, huh? It was definitely fun. I'm not going to say it was not fun. We had a great time. So I'm going to stamp my pumpkins and all that. So what I like to do is I like to see how my pumpkins go. So then I can do them that way. So as far as stamping, so we're going to stamp the big one first in pumpkin pie. And we need 2. So we can go, I think I need to re-ink my pumpkin pie. Got that center a little bit better, but And then, so let's punch these two. And this is what I always forget. Darn it. Is that top one's gonna get punched. I think I punched them the wrong way. I was supposed to start from the top. There's one. Because all this up here is gonna get punched out. Two. And so now our other ones are gonna get this way because they're on the side. Like that. On my PDF tutorial, it'll tell you what size of paper you need so that you don't waste all this other. So don't worry about that. So these are medium size pumpkin and Cajun craze. And then we're gonna do one in crushed curry, but it doesn't, we're gonna have to fussy cut because this punch only, why can't I get my paper straight? Huh, trying to feed it in more. Not to mention my hands are a little shaky because I had 2 cups of coffee. 2 cups of coffee because I wanted to be nice and wide awake. I'm making this look a lot harder than it is, which I tend to do. So let's see if we could, since I have this one, we're gonna stamp the oblong pumpkin so we don't waste paper. I got pumpkin pie. This is not gonna be pumpkin pie. This is gonna be crushed curry. We don't wanna waste paper, right? Here's my crushed curry. I have so many stamps and ink out today. And this one we're gonna fussy cut. Because like I said, the punch will only punch out these 2. Get my paper snips. And we'll just go around. The only bummer about vacation is the travel. I mean, even though we flew, it was just an all-day travel. On the way going, we had like a 4-hour layover in Houston. All right, so there's that one. And now we need some stems. So let me grab a scrap piece of paper. I don't know if I've showed you guys this. I probably have. But I keep all my scraps in just one of these bags, and then I keep them in like magazine holders. So I do like the colors, so like all the greens in one, all the blues in another, and I just throw all my scraps in there because like something like this, look, you're gonna need them. So we're gonna need 5 of these. But it's easy to just go to that scrap bag and find what you need. Okay, was that 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And see, that's all we needed. Use that scrap up, don't have to use a good piece of paper. Okay, so we're gonna put all these stems on. I'm gonna grab my silicone mat. Before we do that, we're gonna stamp these guys. This one will not get a face. The face is too big. Oops, my face flew off. My jack-o'-lantern. Do you guys like to do Halloween? I always like to see the little kiddos having a good time. I gotta get my house, our house is somewhat decorated for them, just not 100%. There's a lot more I'd like to do. So this one, on this card here, the Halloween one, I did put a face, and this face is from the Taco Fiesta stamp set. So it has a bunch of different faces. It even has the one with mustache and all that. So if you want to put a face on yours, you can use your Taco Fiesta stamp set. This one does not have a face. All right, and then my stems, I just kind of, well, I put a dot of glue, and then I put some one direction, some the other. So like, I put the small part down so that the big part's there, or I put the big part down and then the small part. So just whatever. You can do them all the same, however you want. This one, I think I put the big side down first. Technically, I think the big side goes up top. So it's your preference, whatever you want to do. I was just mixing them up because I don't want to get glue on my hands. No two stems are alike. I got my pumpkin before we left. I need to go out front and see. My porch is all decorated. But I want to go see how my pumpkin is holding up. Because I'm not really sure what the weather was like while we were gone. So I'm just going to put a dimensional on each of the pumpkins. And it was way too early to carve it before we left. But, okay, so the two big pumpkins, I'm just going to put them on each side. And I kind of like staggered them. So like this one's on the grass, that one's not. Then the two medium size. Like maybe we could put this one down on the grass. This one up. And then our center one is just gonna go in the center like that. And now we need to do our little birds. And I have some paper here, my memento. And these, unfortunately, we have to fussy cut. But you guys know I don't mind fussy cutting. And I should have did a couple prior so we wouldn't take so long, but they're pretty quick. Like I said, I had already had a pre-recorded video, but I wanted to come live since I was home. Wanted to do something with you guys. These are pretty easy. There's no right or wrong. You just turn your paper. There's one. Oh, I cut out, this card has two. The other one has three. But since I stamped three, we'll use three. So glad you guys joined me today. I was worried nobody was going to join me because I really didn't advertise that I was going to be live. Again, I wasn't sure. That's why I did the pre-recorded video. It's funny because every time I come back from vacation, I always seem to get sick. So far, I'm not sick, which is a good thing. So you just turn your paper and let your scissors do the work. See, fussy cutting's not all that bad. And I just kind of jag it around. Okay, so that I did is well, we can put these, a mini dimensional on them. And then I added Wink of Stella to them because I wanted these crows or whatever they are, whatever kind of bird. So we're going to put one on the fence. We're going to put one up on the branch. And then I'm going to put one by the sentiment like I did with the Halloween. Put him here, and once we do our sentiment, so our sentiment, we're gonna, losing that guy. We're gonna stamp this sentiment in Mossy Meadow. So with this, we're gonna fussy cut around it, but I want you to, when you stamp it on your very vanilla, get it to the bottom of your stamp closest to the edge of your paper, I think. And then that way you don't have to cut a straight line, but I I put mine on my block Cricut, which I thought I had, but I just wanted to go straight. And then again, we're just gonna move our scissors around the words, but the bottom was gonna be straight. And then cut that close like that. I'm gonna fix this side over here so it's straight. Like that. Does that look straight or does it look crooked? I think it's actually okay. So we can use some big dimensionals. Even though I wiped that glue off, I'm still got it stuck to my fingers. Put one here, one over here. And again, you can make yours like a Halloween card if you have the bag of bones. We're gonna add that right there. And where's our other bird? We're gonna add him over here at the edge. So he looks like he's on the sign or on your sentiment. So then now we're gonna brush them with Wink of Stella, so that they're nice and sparkly. Some bling bling. You know, I'm constantly buying Wink of Stella because I use it so much. Okay, we're not done yet because we are going to add a bow. Where is my twine? So I'm going to use the In Colors Jute Trim, and we're going to use this copper clay. Copper clay was the color of the branch. And look how similar they look. But what I'm going to do, so I'm going to tie my bow first. I didn't even have time to polish my nails today. They were so beat up from all the salt water and everything. I had to take it off. So I'm going to unravel this and take just one strand, maybe, if it comes apart. There, just one strand so that it's really like thinner. And we're definitely going to have to trim this one. Oops. I need to go get a manicure is what I need to do. Where's my little strand? Oh, it's there. No? The heck did I do? Okay. What is going on here? Not sure what I'm doing, that I'm missing the little loop. My big old thumb, I guess. There, now I got it. Now we just need to pull these again. I am making a mess. Let me try again. I don't know what I did there. I think what happened is that, oh, that's what happened. See, the piece broke, and so it got too short. I think when I pulled it, I broke it. I was gonna say, I thought my piece was a lot bigger than what I was working with. Like I said, we're gonna have to trim it, but I always like to make it bigger and then work with it. There. Much better. And then now we can trim it. I need my ribbon scissors. And we're just gonna put it right on the end pumpkin. And we can trim it some more if it needs to be trimmed some more. right like that. Flip that around. Gotta work that bow. And there's our card. Trim it just a little bit more. That's the only thing about when you take it apart, you have a bunch of little hairs. So there's our card, but we're still not done because I stamped the pumpkin on the inside. But I just stamped a regular pumpkin. So we gotta trim our piece again. 5 1/4, very vanilla. 5 1/4 by 4. And we're gonna stamp. I better do it this way. I almost did it that way. Our pumpkin and pumpkin pie. Over here in the bottom corner. Ugh, why do I keep doing that? So you know, to prevent that, you can use the foam pad. Let me just show you real quick. The foam pad, we could flip it this way because it just needs, these don't have the cushion like the other ones do. And then it just comes out butter. Nobody's gonna know that there's a pumpkin on the other side. And so now we're gonna do the stem, which I forgot to pull out. And to do the stem, let's remove this bird. The stem, we're going to get the little Post-it, put it like right there so that a little bit of it's still exposed, a little bit of the orange. Stamp this in Mossy Meadow, and then just stamp your stem on there. Like that, and you can't even tell. That's a good trick. Hi, Melanie. I'm sorry I haven't been checking the comments. You like my purple glue stand? I have these for my adhesive packs. When people buy the adhesive packs, they get one of these. I have a friend that makes them for me. Thank you for sharing. So let's go ahead and glue this one in. And then, should I have put a face on this? What do you guys think? The outside ones have a face. This one inside doesn't. Should I put a face on it? Let me know so I could stamp one real quick or not. Yes, you could stamp the birds directly on your card. I just like the 3D effect using the dimensionals, but this piece was embossed, so this we should have stamped beforehand. I forgot. I went and embossed right away. But I would stamp the branch, stamp your birds, then emboss if you're going to do that to stamp them. I just like them popped up, and on this one, as you can see, I just added this little guy here because here was a second option of my card to make it a Halloween. Since we used the bag of bones, fence, and grass, I used the stamp. So, any other questions? Be sure and share my video. So here's our 2. Today I added an extra bird. This is my original. This is the option, which I added the face from Taco Fiesta. I did the Happy Halloween stamp set from Bag of Bones. I added an extra bird, and I switched my colors around. So it's Crushed Curry and Mossy Meadow, where these are Mossy Meadow and then Crushed Curry. So there's this one. I didn't add the bow. I just noticed, but now that I have an extra strand, I can do it. All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining me. If you have any questions about anything, let me know. You know, you could always message me, email me, or comment below. You all have a great day, and I'll see you next week. Bye.